to go. Starting on the front foot. No balls and 2 strikes. Not going for that. The count is 2-2. Got him looking. Digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong. Fouls it. Crow Armstrong ready. Squeezes it. 2 gone now. Here's Mike Trout at the plate now. In the air to center. Varsho coming in on it. Makes the play, and that's out number 3. George Springer gets us going in this frame. Did you pay extra for express shipping?
Low middle.
Swung on and lifted to right. Trout on the move, racing left. Hauls it in. 1 down in the second. Dalton Varsho is up next for Toronto.
Outside.
Energy drink stuff.
4-seam fastball. Low middle.
Fires a fastball
Sweeper.
for a strike.
Middle inside.
Hard ground ball to second. Now 2 away. Here's a gold card at the plate. Alejandro Kirk.
Alejandro
Splitter.
Kirk.
Low middle.
That's ripped to right, down the line. Trout towards the chalk. Brings it in. That ends the inning. 6 up and 6 down. And we're still tied up. Kyle Schwarber, the first to hit this inning. Fights it foul. Hard hit down the line and left. It jumps the wall in foul territory for an automatic double. Dick Allen ready to swing it with a runner on second. Jimenez handles it. Now the throw to first on the run. That's out number 1. Mike Napoli facing the starter for the first time. Let's see what kind of feel he has early on. Doesn't connect. He was late. Lifted in the air to left. Barger waiting for it. Schwarber tags for home. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end. Andres Jimenez ready to roll.
Inside. Splitter. Low middle.
Skeens misses.
Sweeper. Middle inside.
100 miles per hour and foul.
Circle change. Low outside.
Keeps the lights on.
4-seam fastball.
Jimenez ready.
High outside.
Swings, puts it on the ground to the right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Kazuma Okamoto strolls to the plate for the first time today. Looking for a strong start.
High inside.
Zip it up.
Sinker. Low middle.
Another look at the heater.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
That's a confident way to end it
Four-seam
at bat.
fastball.
That's got
High
to feel
outside.
good. Now we see Addison Barger. Swings, puts one on the ground to first. He'll do it himself, and that's the inning. Schemes, doesn't cough any up. It was a whole lot of nothing. Joe Mauer leads off the inning. Swings, it's a ground ball to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out. Here's Byron Buxton. Trash pitch. Hits the target. Swings. It's a ground ball to third. Fires over to Guerrero Jr. for the out. Travis Bazzana comes to the plate here in the third. The 0-1. Fastball good for a strike. No, thank you. In the air, out to left. Jimenez camping under it. Hauls it in to end the inning. Welcome back.
Fastball.
Still looking for our
High
first run of the
outside.
game. Ernie Clement leads us off. Now that's unfair.
Four-seam fastball. Low middle.
Now a drag bunt down the third base line. He barehands it. Got him. Great play to keep the leadoff man off
Four-seam
base.
fastball. Middle outside.
Fitzgerald in the box
Four-seam
now.
fastball.
No balls and a
High
strike.
inside.
Bears down and
Sweeper.
gets a strike.
Low outside.
Goes back to the four-seamer.
Circle change. Low inside.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time
Splitter.
today.
Low middle.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is next to the plate. It's the fastball for
Splitter.
a strike.
Low middle.
And there's a hit. And that extends the inning.
Four-seam
George
fastball.
Springer in the
High
box
middle.
with a runner on first. One at bat so far, he flew
Sweeper.
out. The pitch to
Low
Springer.
outside.
Delivers a change.
Sweeper.
That pitch has
Low
stayed
outside.
mostly under wraps. Won't go away.
Sweeper. Low outside.
Strike three. Back here in a scoreless matchup. Kevin Gausman ready to face this lineup once again, and doing so in a tie game. Swings and makes good contact. It's a leadoff single, and they get a base runner here in the fourth.
Now batting for
Crow Armstrong
Philadelphia,
up now to
the
follow
designated
Trey
hitter
Turner's
number
leadoff hit.
4,
0 for
Pete
1.
Runner,
looking to
he's
change
going,
the
he's
score.
going.
Armstrong.
Runner on the move. Safe. That's an easy stolen base. Here's
Runner!
the pitch, and the runner goes again. Tag, save, stolen base. The pitch to Pete. Locked him up. 98 on the gun for the strikeout. Mike Trout shuffles to the plate for his next at-bat. Swung on and hammered. I don't think this one is catchable. Gone. Home run. Stepped in the box, ready to swing it, and guessed right with the pitch. Great execution. You know, it looks even better the second time around, doesn't it? Schwarber digs in with a lead thanks to Mike Trout. He doubled in his first at-bat. Now there's a bullet down the line. Hauls it in for the out. Dick Allen, the next card off the deck. That's the fastball. His preferred pitch to open an at-bat. Ball out of the zone. Goes with the fastball. Been his favorite pitch so far. Slider. Strike three. Welcome back. It's
Leading
a
off for
two-run
the
game.
Blue Jays, the
Dalton
center
Varsho
fielder, number
steps in the
5,
box to start the
Dalton
sweeper. Grounded out his first time up, hoping to do a little more damage this time around. Starts with a strike,
Sweeper.
and that's become
Middle
routine.
outside.
On the ground to first. Napoli over to pick it up. Steps on the bag at first for the out.
Four-seam fastball.
Alejandro Kirk
Low
ready to
inside.
hit. Coming in hot.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
That makes it 0-2.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Fouls off the
Sweeper.
heater to stay
Middle
alive.
outside.
Puts it on the ground to second. Bazana collects it. 2 away. So up
Four-seam
next to the
fastball.
dish, Andres
High
Jimenez.
outside.
0 for 1. Grounded out to first in his last time at bat.
Four-seam fastball.
0-1 the count.
Middle inside.
Goes back to the sinker.
Sweeper. Middle inside.
That's a strikeout, and the inning's over. Mike Napoli leads off, leading by 2. Fouls it off. And the pitch. The count is 0-2. Ground ball up the middle. It finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Joe Mauer shuffles into the box. Hitless in his first trip to the plate. And a base hit laced into right. And they pick up their second hit of the inning.
Now batting for the Democrats,
Byron
the
Buxton
center
comes to the
fielder,
plate.
number 25, Byron Buxton.
Hit on the ground to third. There's one. Throws to first. Buxton grounds out. Travis Bazana steps up with a chance to score the runner from second. Popped out to left field his first time at the plate. Smash down the left field line. And that's a foul ball. The Democrats up by 2. Gets him to chase. Not done yet. Mauer stands at second with 2 gone. Different zip code. Belts one deep. Varsho moving back. Brings it in for the third out. They strand a runner in scoring position. And it
Now pitching, Zach
Kazuma Okamoto
Middle
gets us
outside.
going this
Written.
inning. First pitch misses for a
Sinker.
ball.
Low inside.
1-1 now.
Slider. Middle inside.
That's strike 2.
Sinker.
And a pitch that you
Low
could throw
outside.
again here. Misses the zone for a
Sinker.
ball.
Low middle.
Strikes out the first batter he sees in this one.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, Addison
Now at the plate, Addison Barger.
Slider. Low middle.
I see just playing with your
Slider.
food now.
Low outside.
1-1 the count.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Strike 2, and he
Sinker.
might try that pitch
Low
one more
inside.
time.
Sinker. Low inside. Sinker. Low inside.
2 strike.
Slider.
And the lefty
Middle
kicks and
outside.
delivers. Cut on and misses.
Slider.
It's a strikeout.
Middle center.
Up next for Toronto, Ernie Clements.
Sinker.
Really locked
Low
in to get the
outside.
strike. Popped up left field. Schwarber ranging right. Makes the grab, and that'll end. Trey Turner leads off playing from ahead. In the air, headed to center. Varsho drifting under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Now
Leadoff hitter
batting
retired
for
in the sixth.
Philadelphia,
Pete
the designated hitter, number 4, Pete.
No hits today, but now you're comfortable with the swing. On a line towards center. Hauls it in for the out. Next to the plate
Now
here in the
batting
sixth,
for the
Mike Trout.
Democrats,
You really hurt
the
the
right
baseball's
fielder,
feelings last
Mike
time this card was up. Maybe
Trout.
apologize after the game. Gets under it and pops it up. Clement with an easy look. Makes the catch. Inning over. The Blue Jays produce a nice.
Now pitching,
So
Derek.
out of the bullpen comes the righty, Darren O'Day. Fitzgerald swings
Slider.
through it for strike
Middle
one.
outside.
Made him look a little foolish there.
Slider. Low outside.
And we'll do it again.
Slider.
The righty kicks
Middle
and delivers.
outside.
In the air, out to right. Lays out and makes the play. Got to see that play one more time.
Up next for the Blue Jays,
You were tracking
the
the
first
ball
baseman,
the entire way
Guerrero
and gave up your body
Jr.
to make the play. Well, not
Slider.
your body per
Middle
se.
inside.
Next up for the Blue Jays,
Sinker.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Low inside.
Slow down,
Slider.
but it's a ball.
Middle inside.
The count is 2-1.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Fouls it off.
Slider. Middle inside.
Hangs in there.
Slider.
2-2.
Middle outside.
Here comes. Darren O'Day gets the job done with a
Four-seam
strikeout.
fastball. Middle
George
inside.
Springer freshly dealt to the plate.
Four-seam
Back to
fastball.
it, but foul.
Low middle.
0-2 is the count.
Slider. Low outside.
Misses the zone with a
Curveball.
slider.
Low outside.
Strike three. And
For the Blue Jays,
Tyler Rogers,
number
a new pitcher
71,
here in the bottom half of the seventh.
Tyler Rogers.
Swing hits a ground ball to second. Clement handles the chance. And one away in the bottom of the seventh. Gallen steps in the box. Still looking for a hit today, but potentially just saving some magic for this AB. Early bird special.
Now
Nolan
coming into
Arenado,
pinch
hitting in this
Nolan
spot. We'll see if he can deliver for
Arenado.
his team with this opportunity. Democrats, one down, bases empty. That fastball was not fooling Arenado. That's a base hit, and now they have a runner on. Mike Napoli at the dish with a runner on first. Make him come to you. Stays with it. Foul. Arenado stands at first with one out. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Pinch
James
hitting,
McCann
James
strolls to the plate as they go with a new bat off the bench in this spot. Not finished yet. Runner at first with one out. Thunderous shot. Perfect, perfect, and wave goodbye to this ball. It's moving to a new zip code. They get some insurance here in the 7th. You should totally save this clip. I would. Joe Mauer digs in at the plate after the 2-run homer. Swings, puts it on the ground to second. Clement over to first, and 2 gone. Byron
Now
Buxton
batting for the
steps to the plate.
Democrats, the center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
Buxton bashes one. Springer giving his all, and that will drop foul. The Jays have allowed a pair of runs to score this frame. That's a strike. Wouldn't be a bad idea to go back to the slide piece. Slider. Welcome back. 4 runs separating these two teams at the moment. Dalton Varsho goes up against Darren O'Day in this spot. He's just guessing.
Low inside.
Popped up right field. Trout glides to the left. Makes the grab, 1 away. Now at the plate,
Up next
Alejandro
for the Blue
Kirk.
Jays, the catcher, Alejandro
Sinker.
Kirk.
Middle inside.
On the corner for a strike.
Slider. Low middle.
Swing, hits a ground ball to first. Takes it himself and records the second out of the inning.
Up next
Up
for the
next
Blue
for
Jays,
Toronto,
the
Andres
shortstop,
Jimenez.
Andres
1-0 the count.
Jimenez.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Bears down and
Four-seam
fires a strike.
fastball. Low outside.
Got him, swinging a
Circle
ghost.
change. Low outside.
Strike 3. Travis Bazzana is the leadoff hitter this inning. Swings and makes good contact. It's a leadoff single, and they get a base runner here in the 8th. Trey Turner at the dish.
Runner, yes,
There
yes.
goes the runner. And he steals without a throw. Democrats with a runner at second.
Runner, runner, runner.
Here's the pitch. Runner is off again. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Here's the 1-1. Rejected that offer. Swing and a liner to right. Bazzana tagging up. Now the long throw home. It's offline. The run comes
Now
in.
pitching for Toronto,
Out of the bullpen
number
now for the Jays,
63,
Braden Fisher.
Braden Fisher.
Crow Armstrong, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Sprawls out, but the ball pops loose. Safe. And the batter reaches after the misplay. Mike Trout in the box with a runner on first. Dominant power. This card especially shines when facing righties. Safe. And he easily steals the bag. Here's the pitch.
He's going,
Runner goes again. Safe, and that was not close. The Democrats lead by 5 with time running out.
Pinch
Ryan
hitting,
Howard,
Ryan.
the pinch hitter, and the bat they're turning to at this stage of the game. Gets a piece. Lays out, but off the glove. In comes the runner from third, and still able to get it there in time. So they get the second out of the inning. Now the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber. Fitzgerald handles, whips it to first on the run. Ready
Slider.
now for the final
Low
frame.
inside.
Where has the time gone? The scoreboard has your back.
Sinker.
And just
Low middle.
one job left. Finish them. Schwarber trying to get to it. Brings it in. And that's the first out of the inning. Addison
Four-seam
Barger,
fastball.
the next up for the Blue
Low
Jays.
inside.
Swings. It's a ground ball to second. The throw to first. 2 gone here. Down to the
Slider.
final out here
Low
at Shea
middle.
Stadium. Clement at the plate with 2
Curveball.
away. Swings through that
Low
one.
inside.
Fly ball to right center. Howard on the move. Ball game. The Democrats take this 9-inning affair. You're having fun. I'm having fun. Yay fun. And that puts a bow on things here. This Cheers, and good to have you for this one. Welcome to Diamond Dynasty Baseball on MLB The Show. Luis Angel Acuna ready to go, and we're off to the races.
Splitter. Low inside.
Pedal to the metal.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Acuna gets wood on it.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Stays in the
Sweeper.
fight. Here comes a pitch.
Low outside.
Still breathing.
Circle change.
The pitch.
Low inside.
What is he, contact swinging? What is this?
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
And a strikeout starts us off.
Four-seam fastball.
Derek Hill
Middle
with his
inside.
first trip to the plate today. Spoils it.
Sweeper.
0-1.
Middle outside.
The pitch. That had some zip.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
In the air, out to left center. Schwarber on the move. Hauls it in. 2-on now. Here's Colson
Circle
Montgomery at
change.
the plate.
Low inside.
Found the target to start the
Sweeper.
AB.
Middle outside.
Hard hit down the line and left. And it's a foul ball.
Four-seam fastball.
Montgomery ready.
High middle.
Fastball. Trey Turner in the box, ready to lead off the bottom of the first. Swing, and it's a flare down the right field line. Keeps it fair. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Rolling up now to follow Trey Turner's leadoff hit.
Runner,
There goes the runner. Safe. That's an easy stolen base. In the air, out to right center. Turner tags from second. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. Mike Trout up now with is empty thanks to some defensive teamwork. Late with the swing there. The 0-2. Fastball. Strike three. Inning over. We'll be right back. Munetaka Murakami hits leadoff this frame. And good day to you, sir.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
In for a strike,
Four-seam
and we
fastball.
might see that fastball
High
again.
middle.
He does go back to the fastball,
Sweeper.
and it works perfectly
Middle
for the
center.
K. Austin Hayes, ready to test his timing for the first time today. Express shipping, no signature required.
Splitter. Middle outside.
And the pitch. Puts it on the ground to the right side. Steps on the bag. First for the out. Getting ready to hit.
Four-seam
Kyle
fastball.
Teal.
Low inside.
Jumps on the first pitch and hits this one on the sweet spot. Going back, and this one is gone. A home run. And they take the lead. Chase
Four-seam
Mycroft
fastball.
comes to the plate
High
following the
inside.
home run from a live series card. Swung on and lifted to right. Trout on the move. Brings it in for the third out. Back here in a one-run game, Kyle Schwarber gets us going in this frame. And the pitch must have been an oatmeal cookie. I avoid those two. Keeps it going. The 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a heater. Dick Allen steps up as a parallel 4 card. Not a fan of meatballs, huh? The pitch to Allen. Can't connect with the off-speed pitch that missed the zone. Fans another. That's 3 consecutive strikeouts. Mike Napoli looking to fill his basket with a hit. Fires a fastball for a strike. Not going to do it. Goes back to the curve. Got it. Nothing new. Andrew
Four-seam
Benintendi
fastball.
is the leadoff
High
hitter
middle.
this inning. Gets wood on it.
Splitter. Low inside.
Lightning in a bottle.
Sweeper. Middle inside.
Down on strikes. Paul Skeens with
Batting
the punch
ninth,
out.
the
Four-seam
third
fastball.
baseman,
Miguel Vargas
Miguel
gets his first at
Vargas.
here in the third. That's a strike to start this AB.
Four-seam fastball. High inside. Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
0-2 on the way. 2-strike fastball is fouled
Four-seam
off.
fastball.
Here's
High
the 0-2.
inside.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into left.
Splitter.
Luis Angel
Below
Acuna
middle.
in the box with a runner on first. Struck out against a fastball in his previous
Below
at-bat.
middle.
Someone get him a compass.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Swings through that one, and it's a strikeout.
Circle change.
Stepping in,
Low
Derek
inside.
Hill goes with the fastball.
Circle change.
That's been his go-to
Low
pitch to
inside.
start an at-bat.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Runner on first with 2 away. Won't go away.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Kicks and delivers. Fastball. Joe
Leading
Mauer
off
leads
for
off
the
with his team
Democrats,
playing from
the
behind.
catcher, Joe Mauer.
Never want to swing at that. In the air, headed to left center. And out number 1 on the grab. Byron Buxton steps to the plate. Swing and a miss. He was late. Never a doubt. And the righty kicks and delivers. Byron bashes one. There it goes. Blasted by Byron. That was a big fly. I don't blame you for wanting to see that again. Bazana steps to the plate after Byron Buxton delivered a home run. Hit on the ground up the middle. Mydroff handles it, and 2 gone. Trey Turner digs in. Sitting fastball. Turner connects for a base hit single. Good piece of hitting there, and now they'll have to deal with his speed. Scott Rowland at the dish with a runner on first.
Runner!
Trey Turner is on the go. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Runner!
Here's the pitch. Runner is off again. Throw bounces in, and he's safe. Here's the 1-1. Swing and blast one to center. Acuna moves under this one. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. The Democrats. Colson Montgomery bats first
Low
this inning.
outside.
Fastball catches the
Splitter.
zone.
Low middle.
Foul ball.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Not done yet.
Four-seam
The
fastball.
0-2.
Low outside.
Swing and a miss. 98
Sweeper.
miles per
Middle
hour
center.
on the gun. Munetaka Murakami. Comes to bat here in the 4th.
Four-seam
His first
fastball.
at bat resulted
High
in a
inside.
strikeout. Starts fastball,
Four-seam
fastball.
fastball. Low outside.
Now a blooper back behind first. Just inside the line, and it's down for a knock. Murakami going for second. The tag, and they cut him down,
Sweeper.
going for 2.
Middle center.
And now, Austin Hayes. That's a hot potato.
Splitter. Low outside.
Fouled away.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
The righty sets, kicks, fires. In the air, headed to right. He's got it, and that's out number 3. Mike Trout leads things off in the bottom of the 4th. Went down on strikes first time up. Sent foul. 0-1 fires. That's the fastball. Been his favorite pitch so far. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Just in time. That was close. But he's retired on the strikeout. One away. Kyle Schwarber shuffles to the plate. Avoiding the cookie. You must be on a diet. That makes it 0-2. Rubbing some dirt on it. It's the curveball that misses. Extra bases in the cards here. Around first, hustling for 2. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
The batter, number 15, designated hitter,
Now
Dick
at the plate, Dick Allen. 0
Allen.
for 1. Struck out swinging his last time up. On the ground, and it squirts through the infield. Schwarber ignores the coach, headed for the plate. He scores, and they take the lead. Mike Napoli batting now with the lead after the go-ahead run just scored in a big spot. Fastball out of the zone. Tough pitch to hit. One now. Grounder might be 2. Goes to second for 1. Over to first, but he beats it. So up next to the dish, Joe Mauer. A swing and a soft liner. That's down, a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Byron Buxton up now with runners at first and second. Oh, 1 to start. Democrats have 2 runners aboard. Didn't tempt you to swing there. Right on the screws. Sailing out. See you later. It's gone. That's his second home run of the game. I was just thinking we should see that one again. Travis Bazzana up now with the bases empty thanks to the 3-run homer. 0 for 1, grounded out in his first at bat. But that wasn't your fault. That was his fault, I'm sure. Starts the at bat with a strike. Base hit. And that turns the lineup over. Now we see Trey Turner. Runner on the go, trying to take second. Safe, and that was not close. Throws to second, back safely. Bazzana at second with 2 down. Runner on the move again. Safe, and he easily steals the bag. Here's the pitch. That one's on the house. Goes with the fastball. 3rd time using it in this at-bat. On the ground is short. Montgomery. Now the throw to first on the run. 3rd out, and the inning is over. Kyle T steps in the box to start the 5th. In the zone.
4-seam fastball. Low inside.
Line drive, and it bounces down in fair territory.
Splitter.
Chase Mydroff
Low middle.
in the box with a runner first. Wow.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
Pure electricity.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
Oh, doesn't work
Sinker.
out.
Middle inside.
Keeps battling. White Sox
Four-seam
with a
fastball.
runner aboard.
Middle inside.
Another strikeout. You're keeping them guessing today.
Four-seam fastball.
Andrew
High
Benintendi.
inside.
The next card off the deck. He struck
Four-seam
out looking
fastball.
his first time at the
High
plate.
inside.
Fastball doesn't catch
Splitter.
the zone.
Low middle.
Runs it back with the
Circle
heater.
change. Low middle.
Fouls away 1-0-1.
Circle change. Low outside.
See you later. That makes it
Four-seam
9
fastball.
strikeouts.
Low inside.
Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White
Four-seam
Sox.
fastball.
Teal
Low
leads
inside.
off first with 2 down. Triple digits, and
Four-seam
it's a foul
fastball.
ball. The Democrats
outside.
up by 4. Hanging tough.
Sweeper. Low outside.
Double digits now with 10 strikeouts.
For the White Sox,
Brian Hudson
number
takes over
60,
the mound to start the bottom of the
Brian
5th.
Hudson.
Hit on the ground to second. Mydroff gets it to first. That's out number 1, and that brings up Mike Trout. There are worse pitches to swing at. Ground ball to the left side. Montgomery fields it cleanly. Off-balance throw in time. Now representing the World Baseball Classic Series at the dish, Kyle Schwarber. The World Baseball Classic Series celebrates players from, yeah, you guessed it, the World Baseball Classic. Listen, some series are more obvious than others, and that's okay. The 1-0. Swings and misses out in front. In the air, headed to center. Acuna moves under it. Makes the catch. That ends.
Now pitching,
Zach
Zach
Britton on the bump to start
Middle
the 6th.
Britton.
Luis Angel Acuna comes to the
Sinker.
dish following the
Middle
change on the
outside.
mound. Delivers a strike with a
Slider.
fastball.
Middle inside.
Popped up to left center. Schwarber on the move. Brings it in. And there's 1 down. Derek
Slider.
Hill bats here in
Middle
the 6th.
outside.
First pitch good for a strike.
Slider. Middle inside.
He lays 1 down. Hill retired at first. Colson
Up
Montgomery
next
in
for
the
the
box
White
now.
Sox, the shortstop, Colson
Slider.
Montgomery.
Low middle.
First pitch is a strike.
Slider. Middle outside. Slider. Middle outside.
Strike 3, and they go. Welcome back. 4 runs separating these two teams at the moment. Dick Allen ready to go. Puts it on the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out. Mike Napoli in the box. No hits today, but now you're comfortable with swing. Swings, puts it on the ground to short. Montgomery handles the chance. Gone.
Now pitching for the White
Joe
Sox,
Mauer strolls
number
to the plate
40,
to try his
Tyler
chances against the new arm.
Gilbert.
Puts it on the ground to second. Mydroff over to pick it up. Out with room to spare. And
Now pitching,
Four-seam
Derek
Tanaka Murakami
High
ready to
inside.
roll.
Day.
No contact with the
Slider.
off-speed pitch off the
Middle
plate.
inside.
Off speed, but
Sinker.
not off target.
Low
That's a
outside.
strike. Darren O'Day gets the job done with a strikeout.
Up next for Chicago, the right fielder, number 21,
Circle
Austin.
change. Middle outside.
Hayes in the box
Sinker.
here, lets that one go
Middle
for a
outside.
ball. Goes back to the slider.
Slider. Middle outside.
That was saucy.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Strike 3, and that's 2 strikeouts in
Four-seam
a row.
fastball. High
Stepping to the
outside.
plate for the White Sox, Kyle Teal.
Sinker.
Not how
Low
you drew
middle.
it up. 1-1 the count.
Circle change. Low middle.
Was that pitch in low power
Slider.
mode? Or
Low inside.
Swung on and lifted to left. Turner gets there. He's under it. Makes the grab, and Byron Buxton at the plate leading things off here in the bottom of the seventh. Homered in your last at bat with this card because you're just like that. Ground ball back to the mound. One away. Bazana, the next to hit, takes high for ball one. Count runs to 1-1. Strike two with the sweeper. Might try it again. He goes back to the sweeper, and it works out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
Turner now steps in.
Turner.
Early advantage for the pitcher. Not touching the cookies, are we? That's hard hit on a line. That's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, digging for two. Third hit of the game for him. This one is a double.
Now batting for the Democrats,
Scott Rowland comes
the third
up here in
baseman,
the seventh.
Scott
A chance to drive in a run here with Trey Turner in scoring position.
Runner!
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Safe. That's an easy stolen base. Starts with a pair of sinkers. Swings, hits a ground ball to third. Zips it across. And he can't. Throw to first.
Now pitching for the White Sox,
Sean Newcomb on the mound, working
Sean
as a bronze card.
Newcomb.
Mike Trout in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. Democrats, one on with 2 outs. Oh, 2 the count now. Fastball, strike 3, inning over. More to come in the world. Welcome back. It's a 5-run game.
High middle.
Chase Mydroff leads off the top of the 8th.
Middle outside.
Starts with a pair of sliders.
Fastball. Low outside.
Strike 3 belongs to you. Way to finish the job.
Up next for the White Sox,
Next
the
up here in the
designated
8th inning,
hitter,
Andrew Benintendi. Rough start for him at the plate.
Low
0 for
middle.
2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Slider.
Foul ball. The
Middle
0-1.
inside.
That's a ball. Went
Four-seam
with the
fastball.
slider.
High outside.
Goes with the slider,
Circle
but
change.
misses the plate.
Low outside.
Looks like me swinging.
Circle change. Low middle.
Stays alive. Here comes
Low
a pitch.
outside.
Lives to see another pitch.
Slider. Low outside.
Swung on and lifted to center. Buxton with an easy look. Makes the grab for the second out. Miguel
Four-seam
Vargas
fastball.
comes up to bat in the 8th.
Outside.
0-1 the count.
Slider. Low outside. Slider. Low outside.
Strike 3. Inning over. Kyle
leading
Schwarber
off for
leading things off
Philadelphia,
up by
the
5.
left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Hits it hard to second. Schwarber grounds out. A rookie series member steps in the box. Dick Allen. Puts it on the ground to the left side. Slings it to first. Allen retired. Mike Napoli
Now batting for
strolls
the
to the plate.
Democrats,
Still without
the
a
first
hit, but I
baseman,
have
number
faith in you here.
44, Mike Napoli.
thinking outside the box. Goes with the fastball for a strike. Not your pitch. Broken bat, and it's popped up. My draw. Easy out, and that ends the inning. That was. We're back.
Sinker.
It's last
Low
call at the
inside.
ballpark, and I have good news. You're out in front. Remember, winning's winning, whether it's by an inch
Circle
or a
change.
mile.
Low
Stepping to
inside.
the plate for the White Sox, Derek
Slider.
Hill, 0 for
Low
3.
middle.
He's flied out, he's grounded out, and he is
Curveball.
struck out.
Low inside. Slider. Low outside.
Here comes a pitch. That's a strikeout, and now just
Sinker.
1 out away from a win.
Low middle.
Down to the final out here at Shea
Four-seam
Stadium.
fastball.
Montgomery
outside.
stands in now and watches strike 1. That's a hit. And that extends the inning.
Four-seam
Munetaka
fastball.
Murakami at
High
the dish
outside.
with a runner on first. 0
Sinker.
for 3, 2 strikeouts and a
inside.
ground out. Maybe things turn around right here. Popped up center field. Long run, tracks it down. That's the final out.